So I'm coming back to make another video again of the unfolding situation of yet another blizzard hitting New England, and I'm just going to touch base on a couple of things. So what I just want to tell you guys is, even if you're not getting a snowstorm, even if you're not getting a blizzard, this is a very rare setup. And the reason why that is, if we go and refer back to one of my tweets, I was saying that having a high wind watch and a wind chill advisory on top of each other is pretty rare. I mean, it does not happen. I have been alive for 21 years, and I've never been alive to witness that before. So this is rare and dangerous. I mean, if you have winds gusting, even if it's 40, even the winds aren't that damaging. You get caught outside in the elements and it's bad. But now you're talking winds going 50, 60 plus miles per hour. You have the potential for trees and power lines to come down. God forbid if you lose power in this kind of cold. That's life-threatening. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go make a reference back to a preliminary zone map that I made. Let's see if we can go and find it real quick. Here we go. So right here, going through all of down East Maine, and this part of eastern New England as well, all blizzard conditions going right up into the Canadian Maritimes, coastal New Hampshire. I'm thinking about expanding the possible blizzard conditions down just on the border of Worcester, Massachusetts, southeast Massachusetts, on the southwestern flank, all of Rhode Island. I think this whole area, honestly, you guys are gonna experience blizzard conditions. I'm pretty close to just turning this orange, but we still have this pending snowstorm right in this area. Anywhere, this is just for the coastal only. I do have a separate map made for the transfer of the Clipper, but your coastal pending snowstorm is right here. I don't believe that it's going to get any further south in this area. The most extreme would be Philadelphia, but I'm honestly, this area right here is what I want to watch out for. So what we're going to do now is to just show you guys how threatening the winds are really going to be with this system. Let's go over and check the models right now. So very first one we're going to look at is we are going to look at the GFS model. Keep in mind these are 850 millibars, so these are not surface winds, so you have to cut them down in half. So if we go over here, okay, either one of these, though this is the more latter part, I live right there. So technically, if you were to turn these into surface winds, you would have winds sustaining about 35 miles per hour with gusts 55 to 60. Borderlining red, and then immediate purple. It sounds like it seems pretty accurate, sort of. Most are decent, but it's not taking the factors of the coast as well, so I don't think the GFS in terms of wind is handling it the best. Now, the CMC, on the other hand, it's definitely not handling the wind aspect of this system, so we are not even going to look at that. So what we are going to look at, and this is a perfect choice of a model to use right now, the NAM 4 kilometer, very accurate, goes right towards the coast, heaviest winds being focused along the coast. These are winds easily up in this purple, gusting 60 plus miles per hour. You have winds sustaining 35 to 40 miles per hour. This is very dangerous wind speeds. I mean, God, this part of Nova Scotia, they might see wind speeds up to 100 miles per hour. But, excuse me. But, I'm not touching base on that right now. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go over to the GFS model. And even though it did bring the trough axis more north, what it did do is also tilt the trough negative quicker. And in turn of that as well, it does have an effect on our snowfall totals, but also very important. And this, again, this is high volatility right here, right? Here comes the system coming down like this, okay? And as it's pulling away, now you have a windy snowstorm. Literally, like, you have a blizzard raging over here. And you know, this whole area, pretty much, this whole area, actually no, I'm going to draw it out for you. And these are full-fledged blizzard conditions at this point. If you were to take, you know, all of this right over here and take it down like that, all full-fledged blizzard conditions. And it's only like an hour difference. If this storm can strengthen an hour quicker, if the upper level low can shift further south, oh my. Now you push these blizzard conditions just borderline New York City. So I'm definitely keeping my eye on that. But if we go over to our Canadian model, this one keeps the snow around a little bit. Watch, see? And you can see that there's an inverted trough trying to form right here, though it kind of seems to fall apart. So I think the CMC, at least surface-wise, is struggling with it. But you can see it doesn't really know where to place the inverted trough. If we go over to our 4-kilometer NAM model, like I really wait for the storm to actually come through, because as you can see, this doesn't really handle at the surface, but 500 millibars, it's doing a pretty good job. If we go over to NAM 12 kilometers, you can see it's doing a really good job with this. And this would be just over, like the heart, the central core of the upper level is sitting over Philadelphia. That means everybody, according to what the NAM is saying, you know, you go about this area going northward like that, all the snowstorm, and then your blizzard is like that. So that's what I'm keeping an eye on right now. But I will be making this snowfall total forecast map tonight along with my wind speeds. This is a very dangerous storm. High wind watches, blizzard watches, winter storm warnings, wind chill advisories. It's the type of storm that the temperatures can literally kill you or give you frostbite. You have very damaging winds, destructive in some areas that it's going to be hitting. So I will be having an update throughout the day of what is to be expected.